Developing a patient follow-up workflow is important for both your patient's care and your practice revenue. In this week's Practice Essentials, I'm going to share a few easy tips for implementing a patient follow-up workflow for your practice. Let's begin. Tip number 1, choose which patients require follow-up and why. You can make outreach for a number of reasons, including evaluating and monitoring their health, confirm and reiterating care plans, review medication regimens, and potential side effects. Tip number 2, prioritize how your patients wish to be contacted. The best practice is to ask your patient their preference. Tip number 3, if the patient does not wish to schedule a follow-up at the time of checkout, have your team inform them you'll send a reminder. Tip number 4, determine how follow-ups will be monitored and tracked. Make sure you identify which staff members will be updating these tracking systems. With a patient communication tool, you can automatically follow up via text, email, or voicemail. Which brings me to tip number 5. To ensure a successful follow-up workflow, you'll want to invest in an automated communication system or use your EMR's portal to send patients their care plan after each visit. Since patients often forget their care instructions, the best practice is to automatically text these instructions after the appointment. This will help increase adherence, re-emphasize the care plan, and enable patients to achieve better health outcomes. Tip number 6, whenever possible, add a scheduling link to your follow-up plan. This makes the process simpler for your patients and lessens the burden on your scheduling staff. Tip number 7, sharing valuable patient education will likely help keep your patients engaged while improving health outcomes. For example, consider creating a patient education newsletter for your diabetics to help manage their blood glucose levels. Tip number 8, give your patients a request to call back in. When monitoring their blood sugar or blood pressure, ask them to report back within 2 weeks with their findings. Tip number 9, it's essential for your practice to collect feedback regularly and use these insights to make continuous improvements. By soliciting patient feedback, you can boost client retention and make educated operational decisions that drive growth and value. And finally, tip number 10, as shared in the last Practice Essentials by Dr. Barry Bittman, he expressed the value of establishing a team of health coaches for your practice. Health coaches work one-on-one with your chronically ill patients to ensure timely follow-ups. Patients will take a more active role in their own health, knowing that someone is keeping them accountable. And for more information, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm delighted to speak with you and help you build a series of efficient workflows. Thank you.